Hello, welcome back to Gantez Creation. Thank you for the love, for the support. Continue liking, sharing, commenting on our videos. Today we have another guest. He is a professional roaster, and he will share his journey on how he found himself to be a very nice roaster. So sit back and enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ariz. I'm from Indonesia. Today, I would like to share you my journey as a coffee roaster. My journey as a coffee roaster started since 2014. At that time, I really need money, so I'm looking for a job. And I asked my friend, "Do you have a job for me?" And he said, "Yeah, but this is about coffee." And I say, "I don't know anything about coffee, my friend." And then, okay, it's okay. They will train you how to make coffee and give you knowledge about coffee and experience in coffee. Okay, I give it a try. Then I just meet the manager and I told him I need work, and he give me the job. So in 2014, not many people knows about barista, my friend, in Indonesia. They thought it's like a bartender, someone who make alcohol like that. But I say this is barista. This job is about making coffee, not making alcohol like that. Then, okay, as a barista, you need to know about how to make good coffee. You need to get the knowledge, good knowledge about what kind of coffee that we use in our cafe, and then what the ingredients, any kind of menu about coffee, you have to know about it. You have to master it. Okay, I will learn from zero to hero.
So this was a coffee shop, or what company was?
It was a cafe. The name is Cafe Inn. Cafe Inn. And it's not basically focused on coffee because it's like cafe. So they sell soda. They sell like a juice, a mocktail. You make drink from fruit and then you combine with syrup, anything like that.
So basically about drinks.
Drinks, yeah, not focus on coffee. What I learned from that, I know about something like shot glass. I never knew what is shot glass, what is 30 milli, what is that, and they use an automatic machine. So we just push the button and then become espresso coming. We push the button, americano coming. And when we make latte, the foam, it's just like that. We cannot control the foam. We just push the button and then the foam coming.
What comes out doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But what I learned from that, I know that because I was from nothing. I didn't know anything about coffee. So I know, oh, this coffee, the looks like this. It was like brown color, the roasting profile. And then when I eat it, it's bitter. The taste is bitter. Okay. And I try every kind of drinks. I try espresso, I try americano, I also try. So I want to learn anything. I want to absorb anything about coffee. And then it was about 6 months. I worked in Cafe Inn. And then I'm not satisfied about it because working with automatic machines, nothing. We just push the button. We don't hone any skill. We don't improve ourselves. We don't develop anything. And then I told to the manager, I want to resign. I need to improve myself. I want to find another job that really focus on coffee. I want to use the real machine. And then he said, okay. Thanks for joining us. Our journey is 6 months, really helpful for us. I will make a recommendation. So when you apply to job, they will see your good career. They can see your good hospitality. They can see that you are fast working, easy to learn anything. I will give you good recommendation. Thank you, sir. And then I'm looking for another job. I was search for very specific cafe that focus on coffee, and then I found it. Alhamdulillah, I found it. At that time, it was one of the many specialty coffee. Not too much specialty coffee in Indonesia at that time. In my hometown, in Medan, not too much. Maybe only 3. That's one of them. So I was very lucky at that time in 2014. And then when I enter, they interview me. Do you have any experience as barista? Yes, I said, but with automatic machine. So I cannot make latte art, something like that. But I know what kind of drink, espresso, what Americano is, what cafe latte is, what cappuccino is, how to make it, how to get the perfect taste of it with the machine. So I need to improve my skill. That's why I'm joining here. Okay, we will give you a training, a probation time. It will be 3 weeks. If you can pass the probation, I will accept you here. But if you're not, I'm sorry, you cannot work here. Okay, I accept the challenge. And then within the 3 weeks, they give me the training, and they're using Rancilio, the machine, 2 groups, Rancilio. And that was the first time I'm holding a portafilter. I'm holding portafilter. I'm used to grinding. Very basic knowledge about coffee. They told me about the dose, how many grams in one portafilter, how to make a distribution, how to do leveling, how much pressure you want to temp the coffee, everything, brother. It's not about the taste, it's about the technical in the coffee, the process in making coffee. And then I'm very excited because this is new for me, and this eagerly I'm looking for it. And then within the 3 months, I passed the probation, and then they accept me as a junior barista. They told about how to taste the espresso. And fortunately, my mentor is very good in coffee knowledge and skill, everything. And then he teach me about coffee for about 6 months. After that, I passed the test and I become the senior barista.
After 6 months, so you were
promoted as the senior barista. And then they put me a badge here as a senior barista. It's very proud of me.
1 year now you are very good barista.
Very good barista. I know all about the coffee. I'm still want to learn more. Okay. As the time passed by, I know about how to use the espresso machine. I need to learn more. I don't know about how to make manual brew. And then, because that cafe don't have manual brew, just espresso based. They only use the machine, so it can make espresso, anything about espresso based, latte or iced coffee drink, iced cappuccino, iced cafe latte, iced mocha, something like that.
But by the way, which shop was this? Which coffee shop was this?
It was called Wak Nur. Wak Nur is mean that the farmer. The farmer name is Nur. Wak is sometimes when we call like sir. Respect. Yeah, because a farmer is sometimes they are old men, right? So Wak it means like something respectful to call someone. And then after 1 year working as a barista, I'm trying to improve myself. I want to look forward, and I want to move from my hometown. So I was looking for a job in the capital city. The capital city of Indonesia, it's called Jakarta. I'm looking for another challenge. I like to challenge myself. I want to move from my hometown, and I want to work in the capital city. And luckily, they accept me because they know that Wak Nur is one of the respectful name in Medan. So they believe that, they believe if you pass from this, it must be good. We don't have to training you anymore because they have a respectful name as in the coffee specialty in Medan. So I moved to Jakarta. The company not really far with the company in Medan because this is specialty coffee. What I learned is about how to make a good manual brew. Because in Medan I don't have any chance, just a little chance to make a manual brew coffee. So in Jakarta there were 4 types of manual brew they use. They use French press, they use siphon, they use V60, and then they use AeroPress. Only 4 kinds of manual brew. And it was new for me. So I learned about manual brewing. One of the easiest method was French press. It's very easy. We just put the coffee, for example like 10 grams of coffee or 20 grams, and then we pour hot water through it and we wait 4 minutes. After 4 minutes finish, we press the plunger and we serve the coffee. It's very easy. But another 3, we need more skill to do it. For example like AeroPress, there are so many elements, V60 also and siphon. So I learned more about it. I learned to make how to make good coffee. And in the company, every Thursday they have a cupping session. So in the afternoon, around 4 o'clock afternoon, we go to the customer and we say to them, do you want to learn about coffee? Because we have a cupping session, so you can learn from us.
Oh, for the customer.
For the customer, every Thursday, very nice, brother, very nice. And I'm the one to be the host, because all of my friends don't want to tell about coffee. They don't want. They just want to do barista, doing 9 to 5 work, and then kalas go back to home. I want to educate them about the coffee, about our coffee, because we use only Indonesian coffee. We don't use any other outside from Indonesia coffee. I explain about the coffee. I explain about how to taste the coffee, how to do cupping, and then like that. Okay. After that, after 6 months, or more than 6 months, I forget the time. Maybe 6 months. I want to learn more. I want to know more about coffee. I want to know about coffee, and I know that when we see the coffee, this is not the end of the process. It was a green bean, or moreover, it was like a crop. It's like the farmer do it. So, to become a good in coffee business, I want to learn about how to make good coffee. So, I want to learn about roasting. I resigned from the company. And
which company was this by then?
It was called Anomaly. Anomaly was a very legend.
Like the best
in Jakarta at that time, because at that time in 2015 not much coffee industry, specialty coffee, but I think they are founded in 2007. Very long time, brothers. It's legend coffee shop in Jakarta, in Indonesia. I think now it's too many brands they have in Indonesia. And then I said to my trainer, I want to learn about roasting, because they cannot put any barista to become a roaster. They have a special roaster, so anyone cannot be the roaster. They have their own roastery, but they cannot accept barista to be the roaster. So I have to quit and I have to resign, and I want to learn about roasting.
In the same company?
No, in different company. I moved back to my hometown in Medan because they were looking for a barista at that time. So I asked with the boss, okay, I'm a barista, but can you give me permission to learn about roasting? Yes, of course, why not? He said. Okay, alhamdulillah, I said. So while working as a barista, I also learned how to roast coffee. So from the first time, it's not easy, brother, because there was the head roaster, so I cannot replace him, sir. And then it's very hard for me because I learned from very basic. I wake coffee, and I pick up the coffee beans, coffee sacks. Very tired, brothers. Very, very tired. But my head trainer not directly tell me this is how to roast. This is what you need. Not like that. He taught me about you need to know about the green bean. What kind of green bean is this? Because there are two types of green bean. First Arabica and then Robusta, the coffee. So you have to know what is the Arabica type, what is the Robusta type. And then Arabica also have natural and semi-wash. So from the physical, I have to learn about which one is natural, which one is semi-wash, something like that. It's very new word for me, and I'm really excited because I learned it from the basic about the coffee. And then I put the weight, how many kilo he wants to roast, and then I make note what coffee every day that you want to roast, something like that. I make the order list, and then while waiting for another batch, he told me about how to roast coffee. He said that roasting is transform the green bean to the roasted bean. So we will play with fire, he said. We will play with gas. We will play with the airflow. So you can take note what I'm saying, and then I will give you a chance to roast, but Robusta coffee, he said. Why? I say, why Robusta coffee? Because Robusta is fire resistant. So it's hard. It's easy to control. So if you put 100% fire, it's okay. Robusta is not sensitive coffee, he said. So you will learn how to roast Robusta first. Okay, it's okay for me. As long as I have a chance to roast, I will do anything, he said. And then I prepare. The machine was topper, and the capacity 5 kilo roasting machine. I prepare the coffee 5 kilo, and then I put in the hopper. And he said, wait for the temperature. So every coffee will have a different temperature. For Robusta, you have to put higher temperature, let's say 200 degrees Celsius. So we will wait for 200 degrees, and then you will drop the coffee. Okay, I put the note, 200 coffee for Robusta, something like that. And then when the coffee inside, you have to see the physical change of the coffee. So within the 15 minutes, there are steps in coffee. The coffee will going through changes from the taste, from the how it looks, from the smell. So the color also. It will be long journey in the coffee machine until you hear the crack sound. The crack sound is the signal that the coffee is ready, whether you want to roast it longer or slower. And then to roast the coffee, there are several techniques. For example, like a natural coffee and the semi-wash coffee. You cannot put the same treatment in the coffee process. Every coffee is different treatment. And we also make a video about the coffee roasting. It's on the Gantez Creation channel, so you can look how to do the coffee roasting process. You can see from the first time until the coffee is finished. So in my new world as a assistant roasting, it happened around 6 months. 1 year, brother. 1 year I become assistant roaster in my home country, in my hometown in Medan. So after 1 year, I think I need to improve more. I want to be a head roaster. And then I also feel tired because as an assistant roaster, you just don't do roasting. You also pick up the coffee, you prepare all the green bean. Very physical working. And after 1 year, I think I need to do something better because I was sick of that because very tired. And then one of my friends, he invited me to work outside of my country, abroad, in Kuwait. And then I remember my journey from barista. I moved to the capital city in Indonesia. I moved to Jakarta, and then it reminds me of the time. Maybe this is the challenge for me. So I decided to move to another country, to move from my safe zone, and it's in Kuwait. Also about roasting coffee, and I thought that the physical work is not as hard as I was in Medan. So I decided to work in here in Kuwait as a roaster. And one thing that triggers me to work here, because when I was a barista, the reason why I move to many places, so sometimes I work 6 months, I work 3 months, I work 1 month, is I'm looking for the coffee machine. So in my mind, I have to master all of the coffee machine. Because when I first, as a barista, I use automatic. And then I moved to the semi-automatic machine. It was Rancilio. But I heard that one machine is good. It was called La Marzocco. I never used La Marzocco, brother. So that's why I moved to another coffee shop, to another place who used La Marzocco coffee machine. And then when I use it, it's like driving a car. Because the machine was very big for 4-group machine. It's classic machine. It was called Linea S machine in Jakarta, in the capital city. And then I want to try another machine. And I like one machine. It was called Kees van der Westen from Netherlands. That's why I moved back to Indonesia, to Medan, while I'm working as barista, because they use Kees van der Westen machine. So I use new machine. And then same thing happened in roasting machine. There are many brands. Let's say Probat, let's say Topper, and many good brands in roasting machine. And then when my friend invites me to work in Kuwait, I see that they are using Gison. It's new for me. That's why it really motivates me. I want to use that machine. And then I decided to move in Kuwait, to use the machine, the roasting machine, like that.
So it was your first time to go outside your
Yeah,
country?
that was the first time I go outside my country.
What was the feeling of it?
What I learned in roasting, like I told you before, is about decision making. So when I decide to move abroad, I will leave my family, I will leave my friends, I will leave my beautiful girlfriend, like that, and I will leave all my good things in my hometown to get another experience in here. So I feel like if you want to be succeed, you have to sacrifice something. That's the commitment. That's the pace. You have to pay something to get something. That's the good thing about life. If you want to improve more, you have to have something good to get something better. So within almost 2 years here, yeah, we still have a good life, but in the coffee world, you will learn something more in the coffee.
Okay, thank you for the journey. It's very enjoyable. So for people who are watching this video inside this car, what would you advise them to do? Just generally, not specifically the coffee industry, just generally, what would you advise them to do?
One thing that always motivates me is a quote. The quote is, life isn't about find yourself, it's about to create yourself. So we have to create ourselves, what we will be. If we want to be in the coffee, we have to know everything to be professional in coffee. So whatever it takes, whatever challenge, whatever destiny that we have to face, we have to take it, we have to bear it to become a good person, to become a good character. So if you don't, life is not about find yourself, it's about create yourself.